It's the Hammond XK5 key contact cleaning and or replacement. This was done to resolve several MIDI notes at 0 or full 128 velocity. This video was to fix a MIDI contact F2 G3 A flat 5 keys outputting 100% maximum velocity on MIDI send file all the time. Every time you play the one key, it's sending CC 128 full velocity. So if you could play a scale using a MIDI module, I have a Roland JV1010 or a iPad with Sunday keys. The Rhodes piano sound I use has full velocity on that one key and sticks out like a sore thumb. You can only imagine how loud it is compared to the softer keys of the scale. Okay, so I got this far and took off these screws. Here on this side. Now we're removing. So got this off. Just took this off. Now I'm taking these out right here. These. Let's see. Yep. I got this one loose, yep, okay. And then the B screws. Let's see. It looks like those are here. Yeah. Okay. So that would be these screws. This one. Okay. And after we get these done, we gotta do these on the bottom. The other ones I've already done. I'm taking this one out, this one out. So going over the screws, these screws are the short ones here. Where's that here? Size over here. Those are short. And these are the long screws. Yeah, for these. These 5 screws are the ones on the back and these 2 screws actually are from the bottom of the XK5 when I get to that, so put these over on the side. Okay, so we're going to pull these out now with a magnet apparently. So these screws right here are the ones that came out of here. And these 2 screws are the ones that came out of here. So now that we've got those done, these, now we want to do these. Actually, I have marked them on the bottom with masking tape already. That one, and then the one over there. So we'll get those out. And we should be able to get under the key bed. So the interesting thing here is that this is the longer one, and then this one is the shorter one. And I already took this one out. So I think it's going to be one of these shorter ones. Now we got to get to this. Oh boy. Okay, we were just looking at, we finished this. I'm thinking that I don't have to remove these cables. I can just make sure this top flips up, and it looks like these screws still need to be loosened. Let's take a look, because we got to get this up, and then we want to get under the keyboard, so we should be able to skip this, I'm hoping. And just get down to, keep going, none of this. So here's where it's talking about the keyboard. There we go. I'm removing the keyboard. So it looks like this is keyboard removal here. So I may be able to just skip to this part now. And this is number 9. As it turned out, I did have to take out this screw and this screw and this screw, which is not in the instructions. They're all the same short ones. Okay, I'm gonna put them right here for now. Now the top will lift up, as we can see. So we're going to use both hands here and do that. Okay, just looking at the top here that's lifting up. There is a short cable here that it's attached to. There's no other cables that are short. So we're going to have to figure it out here. We gotta have to disconnect this cable in order to get the drawbar assembly up to get under the keys. So we'll figure that out momentarily here. Because it looks like they unplugged something here. This is really short. This is really short. Shorter than what is in the document. Let's see. So we'll take a look at that. It's going under the keyboard. It's going under the keyboard. Okay. Well. And now this is where they're saying to remove this end block assembly. Advance. Okay. Alright, we'll get to it. Okay, here's another latest video. So it just so happens this was just stuck underneath this here, and that was why I couldn't lift it up. But now we gotta lift it up, and here's the look. So now we're going to determine how to get into the key bed. There's just 1 or 2 notes that are with problems here. And this is the first look at it. Lots of dust, little dust. Just want to get all that dust out of here. Oh boy, that's another one. Well, I guess this is part of the dust problem. So, I have to start covering this keyboard up real good so I don't have to keep going through this. Okay. Well, time to get the key bed loose. So, the next steps will be remove the end block and then these screws here. Maybe we don't have to take cables off, we'll see. First remove the two cables. Power assembly. Oh, okay. Guess we do. So we'll do that. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're going to remove these cables as it says. First remove the two cables. These are the cables. And here's how they connect. And then we have the 8 screws. And then we have the end block assembly. 8 screws. C from the end block assembly. I know 8 screws, those are B, and then C. It says 8 screws from C. Okay. We'll figure it out. So, let's head to the cables. Okay. So, let's see how this looks here. If I just jiggle it, there isn't any. Okay, came right out. Okay, so there's the left key. That one's the right key. It says J312. Okay, so the cables are now removed. And we'll just follow the special insertion. Okay, just removed those screws and now the keyboard is loose. Let's take care of some of this dust that caused the keyboard contacts, most likely to have problems. Okay. This is the keyboard unit. I guess they said we're gonna have to get underneath it. Right now I don't see the contacts. So, more work to be done to determine what else has to be removed. Okay, let's have another look at the screws that are removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those were the 8 screws, according to B. Now I have the keyboard over here, and it looks like all of these, or some of these screws will have to come out to get at the contacts. Okay, I put the key bit back in here upside down. I was thinking it'll be easier to work on. And if I remember which keys, I think it was the G. I'm gonna go take a look at my notes. But that means that these screws have to be removed. Let's take a look if that's in the document here. Don't really see this. Underside of the keyboard in the manual. So it looks like this part we're on our own. But we know how these contacts will work, so okay. So that'll be where we're headed. Remove these, make sure we're electrostatic discharged, and take a look at the list of keys that are intermittent on MIDI. Okay, this is a recap of the keys that are having the problem. F3, G4, and D0. And then we have to do the XLK5. Okay. From the organ forum here. So let's mark them. Another note here, he mentions that page 88 shows the key contact rubbers in ID 18 and 19. So if we look at the manual, page 88. So let's go back to page 88 for a minute here. 88. Okay, so this is page 88. Here's the keyboard. assembly. And he says 18 and 19 are the IDs here. 18 and 19. Okay. There we go. So that's what we're looking at over here. All right. 18 and 19, and those are the part numbers for them. But I don't think we're going to need them. We just need to clean the contacts. Okay, so here we go. Let's start taking off these screws then. Okay, here's the last of the 14 screws. And let's see what we got underneath. So these are both connected. One of these has to come off. So I'll just pick one and then we'll see what it looks like underneath. Okay, I have marked the F and the G that have the primary problems. The G might be on the second board, I'm not sure. But here is what we see underneath, and it is definitely the contacts. I'm going to have to take the strip off and then clean underneath. And I think I may take this side off also, just to be careful that nothing happens to the ribbon. And that's where we're headed. So, not sure which note might be F here, but I don't know if it really matters at this point. We'll see. Okay, I've lined it up this way. And now it looks like we can tell that the D is this contact right here. The F that has a problem is this contact, because this is the F. And the G is the last contact here, so we can decide if we're going to take off this other board and clean those or not. May want to, but progress. Just as a start, I have taken off the G contact here, the rubber, to see what we got underneath, since this one was at 127 velocity continually. I don't really see anything on the maybe we do. Is that some dirt right there? Yeah, it might be. There's too little, got it enlarged now. 2 little specks of dust there, which we don't see on the one next to it. And we got plenty of dust specks apparently on this. Yep, that's all dust specks. Wow. So there's the dust specks. Must be right in the middle there, causing the problem. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm going to see if I can just use this as a pointer. Point to those 2 dust specks. You can focus it here on the G key. Apparently, those are the dust specks right there. Gotta get those off. Another recommendation from Jim is to clean the contacts and the carbon contacts both here and on the board. This is what's conductive. You can see there's a piece of dust right there. So we gotta clean both of those. Be very gentle, as this is what's the conductive parts here, and it's very sensitive. So we probably have a dust speck on the F3 and the D. So we got to use the IPA, isopropyl alcohol, greater than 70. Actually, 99% is what I ordered. It's got to be greater than 97. So as soon as that gets here, we move on. Okay, cleaning the contacts now with the 99% isopropyl IPA alcohol, and I'm noticing that this G4 key, which is the one here that I initially had problems with, I cleaned it. It looks like there's a hole. Whoa, it is brooking now. Okay. Well, there is a hole right there. So we're gonna have to replace that. What a surprise. It was a pinhole, and boy, it split very fast. So maybe it just got wore out. I don't know. But let's check the F3 key to see if we got the same problem. Let's see, that key would be, let's back up. That would be here. And I didn't see it. And this is where the dust particle must have got in. I don't know if it's an end. I don't know if it's an end one or not. I think we need another one, but so that's how they wear out, I guess. Something I did not know. This is the D key. It's got a problem, but let's see here. Looks like it's okay. With and then okay, so this piece right here is a 5 set, because I took it off already, and this is where it ends. So we'll have to get that on order. Maybe that's how the dust got under it, I don't know. Quite a surprise. So I clean the contacts already. Pull it out again. Looks nice and clean, but it's got a hole in it, so gotta replace that. Alright, thankfully I just received the Hammond key contacts whole kit. So since I'm going to be cleaning them, I decided I'll just replace all of these. As you can see, this one here is ripped, and the others, there may be others that rip. So first off, we pull off this set of 5. Just like this. Okay, and that is the first set. I'm going to set them aside. Now we've got the isopropyl alcohol of 99%. With the Q-tip, I already cleaned one contact, so get the rest of it. And start with a fresh one. I'd like to thank the Hammond Company for sending me the key contacts. I had to order 15 of the 5 and 7 of the 7 position contacts in this bags here in order to get the XK5 and the XK5L XL K5. Okay, so now we will clean the contacts. I'm going to clean these again. I see we got black. See, we got the black coming off. That must be dust particles, I assume. Okay. Now I'll open up the bag. This is the 7 contact positions. One of 5 is in this other bag. So I'm going to open 5 out of these. Here is a brand new contact set of 5. Let's see how challenging it is. Let's take a look now. Make sure that we put these on right. Don't put them on like this. That's wrong. Put them on like this. That's how they were. Okay. So, be very careful. You gotta get these little tips into the holes now, one at a time. Just start at this end. Okay, that's the first one. Let me just look at these now that I think of it. I'm not planning to clean them. They're brand new. Unless, I don't know if that's a good idea. There could be any oxidation on them. Probably wouldn't hurt, I guess. I don't think it would hurt. Let's use some fresh. Okay, so we're gonna clean these. Just wipe them off a little bit, gently, very gently. Because I think it shouldn't hurt to do just a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to put them in. You can see that they're going into the holes here. Okay, I'm going to have to use the definitely going to have to use the just using a you don't want a safety pin because you don't want the sharp, right? You want to use a paper clip so that it's dull. Okay. Okay. Get them all in. Just one at a time. It is a pretty slow process to get them in. Push these little nubs into the circuit board. Okay. This one's got to go. Probably easier not to push them all the way in right away. Oh. I wonder if my friend Jim has a better way to do this. Yeah, I don't want to touch. Okay. Yeah, let's try this end. Okay. Here we go. This one is in that little hole. There we go. This one in here. Oh, that one didn't go in. Okay, let's work on this one. There we go. Gentle. Don't push it now. Okay, that one's in. Let's see how they feel. They feel good. Check the other side. Let's go this way. Yep, they're all in. All looking good. Okay. They're all in. They're all looking good. They all feel good. So that is the first set of 5. And it's done. Success. Okay, I have taken off the board now and realized that there's no reason that I have to continue to repair it on the Hammond. So I'm going to fasten it here to this tripod, the camera that is, and then we're going to place the next 5. The next 5. So these are all done, and the next 5 start here. So let's see what we can do. First thing, we're gonna get start pulling it off. The other thing I did was I vacuumed. As you can see, there's just so much dust on these contacts still. So I have vacuumed and I can still see that they're just covered with dust still. And definitely want to meticulously use a dust cover from now on the Hammond. Okay, so let's start taking it off. Taking off the next 5 unit. There it is. And I'll just kind of put it aside with all of its dust particles. And now the alcohol. Q-tip. Okay. Q-tips. The alcohol, 99%. The bag of contacts. Let's have at it. Okay. Okay. Q-tip doesn't, well, yeah, it does look pretty dirty. So we can use this part here if we want. We'd have to keep using different Q-tips. And the main thing is we want to, well, let's get another end. Can't do that. Okay, fresh. Just put it down here and start do a nice little clean off of these gently. Just very gently. There might be any oxidation. You never know. Okay. It's something we cannot see. Okay. And now we get the paper clip. You can also use a drill bit. My friend Jim indicates. So, but these are actually pretty, if you get them in alignment, it looks like. If you get them in alignment, and they're maybe pretty easy to put in. Just don't fiddle around with going left and right with them. Oh, now that one tipped. It's okay though. Gently. Sometimes it's good to put them part way in. It looks like. Okay, now this side is the completely out. So let's get these lined up. As best as we can. Get them going in gently. I'm not going to push them all the way in yet. Just enough to get them started. And now we'll go back. Make sure that they're all the way in. Okay. That was a lot easier than the first one. This one is not in. Now it's in. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just feeling it. You almost gotta feel it. Now we're gonna check the way it looks. Nice and flush. This looks nice and flush. Here. Okay. And let's check the back. It looks good. Okay. Alright. I think we're set. We're done with the second one. That took half as long as the first. Okay. That's good. Only 8 minutes on that one. Okay, there's the split. So now we're going to take this one off. Okay, got this set of 5 off. Let's put this one over here on the side. Now we're going to get going with the isopropyl. Okay. Okay. This one looks like it's still wet. Guess it is still wet. Okay. I don't want it to stay wet too long. Okay. Time to get another Q-tip. Does that one really look dark? Let's make sure that, okay. Okay. Now, I get the next set of 5. We're gonna just gently clean these off. In case there's a little bit of oxidation. Dry them off the other side. Okay, looks good. Now we put them on. Just like the other one. Part way in. Each one here is part way in. Gently. I skipped over one, which is fine because I want to get them in alignment so that they go in easier.
Let's see how I did that. Now we'll push these in. Maybe that's a good way too. Go with every other one. Okay, let's not push them too far in, because we got to do the other side. Missed that one, but we're getting it. Okay. Okay, got that one. Now, this. Okay, this one tipped. So if it tips, then it's a little bit more meticulous. There we go. Okay. But takes a lot of patience. Which is fine. So it's definitely going to be worth having this done right. We definitely don't want to do anything over. Don't even say it. Okay. It's always going to be right the first time. When you go slow enough and think. Oh, okay. It's alright. Alright, that one's in. Now we're going to go over it again. Make sure it's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay, we're off a bit, but that's okay. Everything is looking good. Looking good. Check the back. Everything looks perfect. Oh, let's put it so you can see it. Okay. Alright, we got the third one done. We're ready to start the fourth one. Okay, on to the fourth one. Here we go. We pull them off. Ooh, that one's a little tight. Okay. I'll slide this down. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's put that one aside. Alright, now we are ready for the Q-tip. Take a fresh one. Dip it. Oh, got a little black on there. We're going to turn it a little bit as we do this. Just pressing a little bit to make sure we clean them good. I think we're going to go. Let's clean the whole thing. Now that I'm thinking of it, so case there's any debris surrounding it, it does not get under that contact. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, that one's pretty dirty there. Okay. Now, here we go. We got the next one out. Set it up in the right position. Turn it upside down. Dip. And wipe off these just a little bit in case there's a little bit of oxidation from them sitting in the bag in the parts center. They could have been, don't know how old they are. Okay, so line them up. Okay, let's line them up and get the paper clip. Here we go. Let's kind of do every other one, I think. The every other one philosophy, except in the end, is a good idea. Okay, don't push it all the way in. Every other one. Oh, that one's tipped a bit. It's okay though. Oh, it's tipped. Let's get it untipped. There we go. In. Okay, and the last end. Got it. Okay. Now let's go back and get these. Okay. Again. Just a little bit, make sure they feel good. Okay. And on this side, you can see that they need to be pushed. Let's get the end one. Okay. Yep, push. This one. This one. Okay. Gentle. Checking them all. Check now how they look here. Yep, they all look nice and flush. These two. Turn it over. All the nubbies are sticking out just fine. Okay. Let's just press on them. Yep, they feel good. Okay. They feel good, they look good. So that is the fourth set complete. Alright, got that done in 5.5. We're getting better. Not that it's a race, but it's easier. Okay, so there's the first, there's the second, there's the third. We just replaced the fourth. Now we're going to replace the fifth set. Pulling them out. See, we still got some dust, even though I vacuumed a bit gently. We got dust right there. So let's get this out of here. Lessons learned. Cover the Hammond. Okay. All right, let's get fresh Q-tips. Over here. we go. Clean with the isopropyl, 99%. Thought it was going to evaporate. Doesn't look like it's evaporating that fast. With the top open. Okay. Let's go over it again. Make sure that if there is any dust or anything, we're getting it. Okay. Looks good. Now, get another set. Set it up correctly. And flip it. Okay. Now let's put oxidation back on. So, fresh side of the Q-tip. Okay, looks good. What did I do to put this one on? This is number 5 set. Okay. That's every other one. Okay, other side, every other one. Okay. This one. Okay. Let's check these. Start pushing them down. Gently. Okay, that looks good. That one looks good. This one looks good. Okay. Got them. Flush. Flush. Check the knobs on the back. All good. Okay, number 5 is done. Okay, now that we finished the 5th set, just going down, there's the first set, second set, third set, fourth set. We just finished the 5th set, and now we're at the 6th set. And the 6th set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, this will be our first set of 7 that we're going to use here. It starts right here, as we can see, and it ends here, and it's 7. Boy, those are tight. That's good. Okay. All right. That is the set of 7. So let's get the other bag. Alrighty. And we are going to pull out a set of 7. We're going to get rid of this one and replace it with this one. We're going to turn it upside down. Also to clean both sides. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna clean. Okay, that's all 7. Alright. Now let's rub over the entire area this time. Turn it. Turn it into a fresh area. Looks good. Now we'll flip the Q-tip over, dip it, and just check, just clean the oxidation on this side. These are new contacts, so they shouldn't be dirty, but we don't know how old they are, so we're gonna just wipe them down. Okay, and now we have the set of 7. Okay, we're gonna get our paper clip here. Again, I recommend do every other one. That way, they're still somewhat lined up. To get all of them in without a lot of challenges. Okay, there we go. There's the end one. There. Okay. Okay, we got them halfway in on both sides. So now, let's push them all the way down. Here, here, here. Okay. Just pushing them all the way down. Gently. Now on the back side. Gently. There we go, that one's in. That one's in. Okay. Gently go back over them now to make sure they are solidly in and feel good and flush. Eventually you get used to how they feel. So make sure you don't push them in too far. You don't want to put a hole in them. Okay. They feel good, gentle. Patience. Let's do the last one. Okay, let's check it. Nice and flush, looks good. This side. Nice and flush. We don't want any air pockets. Okay. The nubs all look good on this side here. Probably it wouldn't hurt to just go over them all and push. We're going to get plenty of pushing once we get them back in the key bed. But by the same token, we want to make sure that they are down and there are no gaps, air gaps for dust to get in. No dust. Okay. Great. Great. Very good. So that is the middle section of the Hammond XK5, which is over here. If we take a look, this is this entire section here in the middle. Okay, so now we can work on this end, which is this piece right here, because we just did the middle one. So let's have at it. And we'll just swap it. With this one. Put this one back here as it's ready. It's ready to be screwed in. Okay. All right, so here we go. Okay, let's retract this a little. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start over here. Okay, we'll start over here. This is the highest note on the Hammond. Just happens to be the highest note. And there we go. That's all of them. So let's just put it down here. Okay, we'll slide it over. So, this is a set of 5, and we're ready to pull it off. Okay. There we go. Okay. We'll set this one aside over here. Okay. Excuse me. Now we'll get it. Okay. I guess that one's dirty already. Okay, we don't want to mix up the ones that are clean. Okay, so this is a clean one. We're gonna dip it to the 99%. Okay. Start cleaning these. And I'll go back over them in case there's any other residual. Okay. I feel like I want to do the other side and dry it off with this just to make sure on this one. Okay. All right. Okay, now we get the bag. Get a 5-some, set it up correctly, tip it. And, alright, this one is dry, so we'll dip it. Just wipe down the contacts gently on this new one. I would do it a lot longer and a little harder if it was not new. But since it's brand new, just a little wipe. Okay. All right, we got this lined up. I can feel that they're all where they're supposed to be. So So here we go. Let's start pushing every other one. Again, halfway, which will keep it in alignment. As close to alignment as possible. Okay. Same with these. Oh, this one tipped. There we go. Got it. Okay. Gently, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, pushing them all the way in. Pushing them all the way in. Pushing them all the way in. Boy, I can see a lot of dust on these other ones. I don't know how much the board still has dust on it. Man. Okay. Alright, let's check this. Check that it's nice and flush all the way. That's a dusty one. I can see that's an old one. Okay. Okay, we got this down real good. Now we push them this way. Check the back side. Looks good. Okay, those are done. Next. Another 5. Is it a 5? I think it's a 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, looks like this is a 7. Yep. Okay. That's a 7. Okay. Put that dusty one over here. Get another Q-tip. Fresh one. Start cleaning. Okay, now we're gonna do the whole thing here. That should be good. Yeah, I see that. There's a little speck of dust over there. So I don't know if the only way to really get all of it is to go on the whole board, maybe. So we don't want any specks of dust anywhere anymore. That can possibly get in there. Okay. Alright, now we gotta get a group of 7. There we go. Turn it upside down. Dip. Yep. Okay, clean. Clean. Just kind of gently wipe them. In case there's any oxidation. Looks good. Okay, definitely looks very clean. No lint, no nothing. I don't think we're adding any risk by wiping them. Okay. Get them halfway in. Okay. 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 That's good. That's good. Got that one. That one. Okay, here. What is that? Guess that looks okay. Just scratched or something. Push. You can see that these are still up a little bit. Get it down, 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 down. Okay. Okay, let's check them all. So here's the 5. So here's the up. You can see this is still up. 1, 2. Okay, we got 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, they all look flush. There's a hair there. I don't know where that came from. Okay. Man, I don't want anything like that. I almost need a clean room. As clean as we can get. Okay, all the nubs look good. Let's push them down. Okay. So that was 5. And that's 7. So we've got 2 more to go here. Let's just keep going. This is a 5. Okay. We'll put that 5 over here. New Q-tip. Okay, now let's go over it again. Let's go over the whole surface this time. And then if there's any other dust particles, I see them. Make sure we get everything off. Okay. Yeah, we can just go over it again gently. Okay. Alright, now we need a 5. Line it up. Do a dip. Gently clean. Okay. good. Oh, this is a little wet. I don't know if we want to leave it wet. So let's make sure that that's dry. It's a little bit more alcohol, I think, than pushed them in. Every other one. Oop. Lining them up. Okay. This one, these look good. Okay. Yep. Okay. Nice and flush. This side here. Looks good. Getting them all flat. And the last one. And now we're going to go over them again. Can actually go over, well, be careful. Last thing we want to do is poke anything. Gently, gently. Okay. Well, let's go back and only do these. Yeah. Don't get careless. Okay, everything looks good. This is all nice fresh rubber. Okay. Okay, and flip it over. Looks good. All right. Keep going. This one is. This one is a 7. Okay. I'll go to the 7 bag. Okay. Line it up. Turn it over. Another fresh Q-tip. Okay. Okay. Now let's get everything in between it. I see a fingerprint here from something. Don't know what that is, but we want to get that clean. We don't want any fingerprints or definitely no dust. Okay. I think it looks good, but I just feel like I want to go over this one again after swiping. Okay. Okay, now we're getting another Q-tip. Okay. Wipe down the 7. Looks good. Flip it over. Make Make sure that, let's see. We want it to be dry. Okay, everything's dry. Good. This is dry. Okay. Line it up right on the contacts. Let's push every other one. Okay, every other one again. Now going back over them, we're getting them all down, nice and flat. Okay, got that one. This one, carefully. Okay, they're all flat. Press them in. They're nice and flush. You don't need to use the paper clip anymore. And they all look good on this side. Okay. Looks like this is the last one. 5 on this higher circuit board of the highest notes. Okay, line this up. We got a 5-piece brand new Q-tip. Yeah, there's not as much black coming off of these because I probably, well, maybe take that back. I was thinking maybe I didn't use these notes as much. Let's see, I want to make sure that's a clean Q-tip. For some reason I was thinking it might not be. Clean, fresh Q-tip. Okay, well, that's a lot of black after all. Okay, and now I'll go over the whole thing. I see a little dust speck there. I see a dust speck there. And there. And there's one there. Okay, you definitely don't want any dust specks. Okay, flip it over. Just wipe these down gently. Okay, I think they're good. Let's see if we can. Okay, we don't dry them off. Yeah, they're drying. Okay, looks good. Okay, now line it up. Every other one. Every other one. Now, get ones. Make sure it's nice and flat and flush. Got them. Okay, and this side. Okay. Nice and flush. Nice and flush. I'm surprised to see these little specks of dust here. Okay. It's just amazing how much dust can show up. Okay, that board is done. So that is the second board. That board goes over here. That's the higher board. And when we put it back in, we're going to turn it upside down. And line it up with these screws. And screw it back in. And reconnect the ribbon cables. Let's get this over. Okay, there's how the two ribbon cables connect. Okay, so now we're going over to the left side and we're going to take the reverse colored keys. This is a nice little small one, and this will finish us up for the XK5 upper manual. So we'll just keep it going here. Actually, I'd like to get rid of those dust particles. Man, I don't like that. Okay, so let's put this over here. Throw this in here. Okay. Back to this clean area. As clean as we can make it. Okay, I'll get rid of that too. Man, glad it's not windy today. Okay. So, here we go. Okay, that's a 5-piece. Put that off to the side. Got another 5-piece. Line it up correctly. Flip it. Paper clips ready. Okay. Okay, got all those three. Some's cleaned. Now we're going to clean. Let's turn it. Let's turn it. Get a clean spot. Now we'll go over the whole thing. Make sure there's absolutely no dust. Now let's re-clean the contacts since we... Okay. Wiped. Now we'll get a fresh one and clean this. Oh, okay. Don't want too much. That's probably not good there. Don't. Okay. Alright, how we doing? Didn't want so much on it. Okay. We got them just wiped down. Oxidation off of them. They should be fine. Got it lined up. Okay. Okay. Do every other one. I'll go back over and get the other ones. Same with this. We got every other one. We'll go back over and get the other ones. Good. Make sure that they're all nice and flush. Push them all in. Good. Backside looks good. Now the next set, which is a 7 set. Okay. Put that over here. Grab from the 7 bag. Turn it around. Flip it. Fresh Q-tip. Dip. Okay. Now we'll go over the whole thing. Oh, good. Let's go over the rest of the board just to make sure that there's no other dust specks. I don't see any. That's good. Okay, turn it over. Now we're gonna do these gently just to make sure. Just the tips. We don't want the rubber to get alcohol on them. Okay, there we go. Okay, now put them on the board correctly. There we go. They're all right there. Every other one. And now on this end. That looks good. Every other one. Okay, and the end here is flipped. Let's get it lined up to go right in there. Boom. Got it. Okay. They're all in there. Nice and flat. Flush. Now let's get this side. This side. Okay. Yep. Okay. Go back over them. Make sure that they're all flush. Real good. I think they all look good. And these, I went over these. This one is up a little. There we go. Definitely don't want any dust. I can't have them up at all. Nice and flush. Flush. Get that end down. Okay, now we're gonna push the push them all down this way. Check again. They're all perfectly flush. No air gaps whatsoever. Okay, the other side looks perfect. Okay, so that's it. And this one goes over here, upside down, just like that. So now we're ready to reassemble them all. First we gotta do the ribbons and then get them all lined up just perfect. So that's next. Just to share with you, one other thing that I decided to do is to go along here and just make sure that these are completely seated and completely flush. And there is no chance of any dust getting in. So, just doing that once more on both of these boards, all the way down, to make sure before we remount them to the, and then vacuum this, vacuum really good, so that there's no dust anywhere before we put it back. So that's the plan. Okay, it's time to put the screws back in after cleaning the entire area with 99% alcohol and a paper towels. So now we're gonna put this on here, and let's just put the screws back in carefully, and then we will take the ribbon cables. So I'm gonna use a screwdriver, definitely not anything electronic. Definitely not a power tool, I should say. This is way too discreet and gentle, sensitive, so it, and I'll just give them a little torque. I definitely don't want to go overboard here. In fact, I think I need to keep them a little bit loose. Don't have the rubber gloves on now because I think we're okay, but I'll be putting them back on once we start using the alcohol again. Okay. Definitely good to be putting these back in. And looking forward to testing it out. Okay. Decided to screw them all in first, and then we will take care of the ribbon. I've also cleaned the ribbon with alcohol and a Q-tip, just as a fail-safe check here. In case there's a little bit of residue or oxidation, Look at that. We don't want that hair in there. I've been covering this with a nice dust cloth in the meantime, and we're going to keep it covered from now on. Yeah, I definitely recommend. Definitely recommend, after having to do this, to cover your keyboards with dust cloths. Especially your Hammond. Okay, so I got those done. Now we're gonna go over to this side and do these. Okay. Okay. So now, take a look at where I've put the other screws. It's been 1 month since I've been in here, since I had to order the contacts, so we'll go take a look into my other box where I've got everything carefully stored. This is the box where I've stored everything. Trying to keep some of the screws separate. There's the contact boards. So we'll take a look at putting the correct ones back based upon the video that I made. Okay, so let's keep going. That one's a little tight. Let's loosen these a little bit. So we need a little bit of give to get these aligned. Okay. Now this one. Okay. Okay, I don't want to strip anything, so we'll put that one in here. That's better. Let's see how this one is. Okay. Guess we'll have to tighten it. Okay. Get them all tightened now. And this one, and this one. Okay, now we're gonna go over and do these. Just want to get them started. Okay. Okay, so we got 3 here. Just need to take a look. I did not know that this key bed came out. Take a look. So you might want to take the key bed out and put the whole key bed on a different stand. That's not something that I knew we could do. Okay, now we're in here looking for those screws. We got one here. That's it. Okay, we're going to clean this significantly. After we finish with the key bed, which I have over here now. So this is the Hammond key bed. Again, So we're going to put these last couple screws in. Okay. So we're going to put this screw in. Nice and tight. Okay. And we've got 2 more to go. So we're going to take a look at those and locate them. So it really wasn't that challenging to just take the key bed right out after we loosened all the screws and set it aside over here. That is an option. Okay, here's how it looks with the key bed out. There is a hinge that this sits up on right here. So we're gonna finish off the key bed. I want to clean all the inside, every little dust particle, and then we'll put the screws back in and test it out. All right, the last of the 6 screws are in. Just make sure they're all tight here, and we are about ready to put the key bed back as soon as we get everything wiped out nice and clean with no dust. Okay, so we're just wiping this off now. Got the isopropyl alcohol. I already there's all kinds of dust in here. Let's get the light on it. I don't want to wipe off the boards. I do want to wipe off just trying to get any straggling dust. I've already vacuumed now. I vacuumed and I still haven't gotten enough dust that I want. So I'm gonna take a look now, real close, and see how it's looking here. Okay. Well, look at that. That's terrible. I've got to get this. Oh, these little dust pieces. dirty that is. Okay. So this was the only way to do it, is to really spotlight it. Hopefully it's sticking. I think it's sticking. Okay. Let's get a little bit more isopropyl on. Okay. Just a little bit. Don't want this in our hands. Okay. And now let's check here. Oh man. Some of these little pieces get stuck to the. Okay, well we'll get them off. I don't really see much dust in here. Anywhere near the key bed. Try not to let those penetrating screws cause okay. There's plenty of dust back here. Okay, how are we looking? Yeah. We're not going to be able to get rid of all of it, of course. So I've had the keyboard 6 years. So, with no cover on it. So, but, I think I got most of it. Okay, and then inside here, there's a lot of dust in here, I see. It's still left. It's like, wow. Okay. Just can't have all this dust. Okay. I'm gonna just check and see if the vacuum will help with that whole pile right there. Okay, we'll see if I can get some of that sucked up with this handy vac right here, and if possible. And if not, we'll try wiping it again. I think it's ready. Let's get that as ready as it will be. It's not going to be perfect, but it's close enough. And that should do it. Okay. So now, we got the key bed. It's gotta be upside down to connect everything. Set it back in here. Put the ribbon cables. Okay, so let's get these on. Okay, that looks good, I think. Let's tilt it just so we get the camera in view. Okay. All right. Make sure. Let's just look at that again. Okay. I think that looks okay. Let's check this one and watch how far it goes in to compare it to the other one. Here it is. Let's put it straight in, straight down, gently. There we go. Okay, and that's in. Great. This one is in. Perfect. Okay. Let's make sure this side is in. It looks good. It never got disconnected. Okay, so now these middle ones. Okay. I think we can put, let's see. Yes. All right. We're going to take a look at the, we're going to take a look at the video that I made when we removed it to make sure we're in good shape reconnecting these. Okay, so let's take a look at this video. There is where the ribbon cables were connected on that circuit board, which is so so we gotta put this back on, flip it underneath, and then we have the left and the right. So here's the left key. Yeah, what's the right key? It says. And it's coming out from underneath. Wow, look at that dust. We gotta make sure all that's gone too. Okay. Oh yes. Okay, and there's the manual. Okay. So after, let's just check this. So after we did that, okay, we tilted it, put it in fast motion here. Okay, there's the tilt down. Okay, like we have it now. Oops. Okay, so we just need to reverse that. Backwards. And I can't do it, but okay. And then, yeah, lost it. Okay. But we reverse it backwards. Okay. And that's the deal. So, let's take a look here. The one thing that was interesting is that I think let's see, this couldn't have been down. Otherwise we never would have been able to, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna turn it around gently like this so we can fasten those other two. Okay, so we'll just kind of set it in here. Looks like it's good. And then these two. Just wondering what is happening. Something looks a little different. We're gonna figure it out. Let's zoom in. Okay. Let's see what's different here. Okay. So, if we look at this, can't really plug these in the way the board is like forward a little bit or something. So let's see what's happening here. What is different? Is there anything different? Maybe there's not. Just seems to look different. Okay, so just looking at these, it's really no different. It's just the angle that we were looking at here. So we can see the, if we get the same angle almost, let's see if we can do that. Should be just fine. Okay, so the left one let's get the right one out of the way a little bit and work on the left one. Yeah, it just fits right there, nice and gentle. See if we can move the light over. Okay. Yep. Fits right in there. That's the top. Okay. Let's see if we can. Okay, this light is just it's gonna do its own thing, so leave it right there. Okay. Feels real good. Push down, yep. There we go. Okay, let's do the other one. And we'll finish them off. Okay. Boy, this is gotta be really gentle on these. Okay. Yep. Feels good. Okay. If we look from the top here, let's look from the top. Back it up a little bit. If you look, they look very flush here. Flush. My gloves are, and then here. This one, flush with the board. We don't want it sticking up. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Now we're just gonna get rid of all these extra dust particles before we button it up. And then we'll be set. Okay, I'm not sure why the light went off, but here's how that looks again. See, this one looks not really snug. This one might want to check it. You might want to check it and make sure, because gotta make sure that that is really nice and snug in there. Let's see. Feels okay though. I think it's all right. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get rid of those dust particles. Not good. Okay. Just a little bit more dust out of here, which I think we can see. Okay. Everything's looking good. Okay, those are plugged in just fine. And oh, this is what we want to get. We want to get over here. See if we can actually, I think I used the vacuum on that. Let's try that. Alrighty. Gently. We lower it. And let's go over it again with this. All right, we are good. Now we can put all the screws in. Or, to make sure everything is fine, we can test it. Because everything is plugged in. And it's just a matter of putting all the screws in, so. I think Let's see. Okay, so I've got the MIDI plugged in, and I've got the input-output plugged in. So let's give it a quick test before we put the screws in. Quite a few screws. And I'll turn it on. Okay. Everything's looking good. Got all the drawbars pushed in. So now the big thing is let's turn up the volume on the piano here. And we got the MIDI. We're testing the MIDI actually. So what we want to do is let's get that piano volume up. And we're going to test all the notes. They are all looking great. They are all looking great. Yep. Let's do it again. Got the Sunday Keys app here that I'm using for the piano sound. And then the notes, that was one of them that was always highest velocity, which is fixed. That one, which was highest velocity. Okay. And let's see, what else do we want to test? So let's pull out some drawbars. Get the pedal. How's the pedal doing? Okay, we got the Hammond plugged in. Outputs. And we gotta make some adjustments so we can hear the Hammond.
Here I am with my dust cover that I recommend you all use. Here it is, and the XK5 is covered, well covered. So get your dust cover. There's a lot of them on Amazon.